In the chaos of 20th century warfare, a silent enemy threatened every soldier contaminated water. For every casualty in battle, many more were sidelined by diseases like dysentery and cholera, all from unsafe water. Supplying clean water was as vital as ammunition, yet far more challenging across deserts and jungles. Soldiers and medics turned to an ancient solution, slow sand filtration, a method using sand, gravel and natural microbes to purify water. This simple nature-powered system transformed muddy puddles into life-saving resources, sustaining troops and field hospitals alike. In the war against disease, ingenuity and nature proved to be the ultimate allies. For soldiers, water was survival, fuel for the body and spirit. In harsh climates, dehydration struck quickly, but the available water sources were often riddled with deadly pathogens. Drinking untreated water was a gamble that could wipe out entire units without a shot fired. Transporting safe water was logistically impossible for many, forcing troops to purify what they found on site. The psychological strain of water insecurity was immense, making every clean sip a rare comfort. Clean water was needed for more than drinking. It was essential for cooking, wound care, and basic hygiene. The ability to produce safe water in the field became a crucial factor in morale and survival. Boiling and chemical tablets were the go-to methods for water purification, but both had serious drawbacks in war. Boiling required scarce fuel and risked revealing positions with smoke or firelight. Chemical tablets were portable but could run out, lose effectiveness in dirty water, and left an unpleasant taste. Neither method removed silt or grit, leaving water unpalatable and sometimes still unsafe for medical use. For medics, clear water was essential for treating wounds and instruments. Soldiers needed a method that could both kill microbes and remove visible dirt. This is where slow sand filtration became indispensable. It offered a practical, field-ready solution when other methods fell short. The secret of slow sand filtration is the Schmutzdecke, a living layer of microorganisms atop the sand. As water passes through, this biofilm traps and destroys harmful bacteria and viruses. Below, sand grains absorb fine particles and remaining contaminants, polishing the water. The process is slow but highly effective, removing over 99% of pathogens without chemicals. The system is self-sustaining, powered by the very contaminants it removes. Soldiers didn't need to know the science. They saw that patience and the right materials produced safe, clear water. Building and maintaining this microscopic garden was a quiet act of survival. Nature's own purification system became a soldier's best defense against disease. In the field, soldiers built slow sand filters from whatever was at hand: fuel drums, ammo boxes or lined pits. The design was simple: a container with layers of gravel and sand and an outlet near the bottom. Coarse gravel prevented clogging, finer gravel and sand filtered out contaminants. Soldiers washed the sand, layered the materials and poured in raw water. The first days were for ripening, discarding water until the Schmutzdecke formed. Once mature, The filter provided a steady supply of safe water for the unit. This low-tech solution was reliable, effective, and could be built almost anywhere. Ingenuity and basic science turned local resources into a lifeline. In North Africa, the British Eighth Army relied on slow sand filters to survive in a landscape where water was scarce and often contaminated. Field manuals detailed how to build these filters from fuel drums and local sand, making them fixtures in camps and forward positions. The long-range desert group depended on them for extended missions far from supply lines. Field hospitals used sand filters to provide clean water for treating wounds and patients, saving countless lives from infection. The method adapted to jungles and islands using bamboo and local materials. This versatile knowledge empowered soldiers and medics to fight disease wherever they were deployed. The legacy is a tribute to practical science and human resilience in the face of adversity. The WWII-era sand filter remains relevant for modern survivalists and preppers. You can build one with a food-grade bucket, gravel, sand, and a spigot. Layer coarse gravel, finer gravel, and at least a foot of clean sand in the bucket. Add a diffuser lid to protect the sand surface, then pour in raw water. Let the filter ripen for a week or two, discarding the first batches until the Schmutzdecke forms. Once mature, the filter produces clear, biologically safe water at a slow, steady rate. This DIY system is off-grid, sustainable, and a direct link to wartime ingenuity. Building one is a practical skill and a piece of living history. Slow sand filters excel at removing bacteria, protozoa, and turbidity, making water safe and clear. They are less effective against viruses and cannot remove dissolved chemicals like pesticides or heavy metals. Always start with the cleanest source possible. Filters can't fix chemically polluted water. In areas with viral contamination, boil or chemically treat filtered water as a backup. Maintenance is simple. When flow slows, scrape off the top layer of sand and let the filter remature. Regular care ensures long-term performance. Understanding these limits is key to safe use. The filter is powerful, but not a cure-all. Know when to combine methods. In a world of high-tech gadgets, the slow sand filter stands out for its simplicity and resilience. It needs no electricity, cartridges or chemicals, just gravity and natural materials. For long-term emergencies, this sustainability is unmatched. The filter can be built, repaired and maintained with local resources, providing true self-sufficiency. Today, humanitarian groups use the same principles to deliver safe water worldwide. Learning this skill connects you to a tradition of life-saving ingenuity. The lessons from wartime engineers and medics are as vital now as ever. The humble sand filter is timeless wisdom, essential for anyone who values preparedness and survival.